Good morning, America, and good evening, India. The Maldives government is now alarmed at the amount of debt it owes to China with the coronavirus pandemic. The tourism dependent islands are now finding it difficult to repay the Chinese debt that the previous government took. India and China have been trying to gain clout in the region. Under former President Abdullah Yamin's government, China invested millions of dollars in infrastructure projects under Chinese President Xi Jinping's flagship Belt and Road Initiative, that is called the BRI. However, in 2018, Yamin faced election defeat. In an interview with BBC, the current Speaker of Parliament, Mohammad Nasheed, said that the Chinese debt amount to $3.1 billion. This includes government-to-government loans, the money given to state enterprises and private sector loans guaranteed by the Maldivian government. He is worried his country walked into a debt trap. Can these assets produce enough revenue to pay back the debt? The business plan of none of these projects has any indication to suggest that it will be able to pay back the loan, Nasheed told to BBC. Chinese ambassador in Mel, Zhang Lijiang, dismissed this allegation and told BBC China never imposes additional requirements to the Maldivian side or any other developing country, which they do not want to accept or against their will. He called Nasheed $3 billion debt as highly exaggerated. According to the World Bank, tourism directly and indirectly accounts for nearly 2/3 of the country's gross domestic product of Maldives. The tourism industry is down was 55% by the end of June, and estimates suggest that country may lose more than $700 million, more than a third of the tourism income this year if the pandemic persists, says BBC report. Beijing has been criticized internationally for loaning billions of dollars to developing nations who then failed to repay the loan. Beijing then demands concession and advantages in exchange for debt relief. Sri Lanka had relied heavily on China to construct $1.5 billion port in Hambantota in the country's south. After the port was operating at a loss and could not generate enough revenue to repay the loan to Beijing, the port was leased to China for 99 years in return for $1.1 billion, which eased its position. US Secretary of State Mike Pompeo said China practiced debt trap diplomacy. It may feel good at the moment. You think you got a cheap product or a low-cost bridge or road built, and in the end there will be a political cost attached to that which will greatly exceed the economic value of what you are provided, he said. Strategically located in the Indian Ocean, facilitating global trade, Ritika V. Kapoor, a research associate, explained in her paper titled Significance of the Maldives to India that even while the International Shipping Lanes ISL in the vicinity of the Maldives have broad strategic significance for global maritime trade, they are of particular importance to India. 50% of India's external trade and 80% of its energy imports transit these ISLs. It is important to note that Beijing has been proactively investing in infrastructure projects in neighboring countries including Pakistan, Nepal, Myanmar, Bangladesh, gaining influence in the region. Meanwhile, India is now vying to woo back its neighbors including the Maldives through Prime Minister Narendra Modi's neighborhood first policy. However, currently China is far ahead in the race to buy friends and their countries. Beyond the report, Fosak TV USA.